Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may bagay tayong pag-uusapan. China nagsisimula ng atakehin ang Pilipinas, pero bago tayo magpatuloy wag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Napigilan ng Department of Information and Communications and Technology o DICT, ang tangkang pag-hack sa ilang website ng pamahalaan kabilang dito ang website ng Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, ayon kay DICT Undersecretary for Cybersecurity Jeff Eandy, napigilan nila ang pagbagsak ng website ng OWA at natunton ang IP address ng attackers na nagmula sa China Unicom, o China United Network Communications Group na isang Chinese state-owned telecommunications company, kaya't plano nilang makipag-ugnayan dito. Nagawa rin aniyang matunto ng DICT ang command at control center ng cyber attackers na nag-ooperate mula sa loob ng China. Ang maaari lamang masabi ng DICT ay nanggaling ang operasyon sa loob ng Chinese territory, posible umanong tiniktikan ng grupo ang email address at website ng ilang ahensya ng gobyerno matapos kunin ang impormasyon ng mga administrator nito.
Able to detect a command and center sa isang computer na nasa loob ng China Unicom network. Ang China Unicom naman is a telecommunications service provider na nag-ooperate sa China. We will have to coordinate, of course, with the Chinese governments, as we do. Pag-aari ito, 100% ng Chinese government. Mahirap sabihin diretso na ito ay state-sponsored kasi wala naman tayong ebidensya sa ngayon. This attack is quite sophisticated. Siguro kung bibigyan mo ko ng scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most complicated, I would rate this as 9 or even 9.5.
Kabilang sa mga posibleng natiktikan ang email address ng Philippine Coast Guard, DICT, DOJ, at website ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., sinabi ng DICT na posibleng tatlong grupo ang umatake kabilang ang Lonely Island, Minder at Panda, na pinaniniwala ang mga advanced threat group na nag-ooperate sa teritoryo ng China. Sa ngayon ay iniimbestigahan pa ng DICT kung sino ang mga nasa likod nito at motibo sa pag-atake. Tiniyak naman ng DICT na walang nakuhang mga mahalagang impormasyon mula sa gobyerno dahil napigilan ang mga pag-ataking ito. Noong nakaraang taon ay inatake rin ang ilang website ng PhilHealth, Philippine Statistics Authority, PNP at Department of Science and Technology, tiniyak ni Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson, CG Rear Admiral Armando Belilo. Sa publiko naligtas ang kanilang website sa gitna ng ulat ng tangkang hakang, pinangunahan ni Belilo ang investigasyon matapos ipagbigay alam ng Department of Information and Communications Technology sa ahensya tungkol sa umano'y tangkang pagpapabagsak sa website. Inatasan na rin ni PCG Commandant, CG Admiral Ronnie Hill L. Gavan, ang Coast Guard Public Affairs Service na patuloy na makipag-ugnayan sa DICT at maging mapagmatsyag.
Yung mga IT personnel natin ay on the lookout palagi at maging vigilant at gumawa ng mga precautionary measures. Gagawin natin ang lahat para manatiling secure yung ating website.
Tinawag naman ng China nitong Lunes na groundless ang mga akusasyon na tinangka ng Chinese hackers na pasukin ang email systems at internal websites ng ilang Philippine government agencies. Sabi naman ng Chinese official, ang cybersecurity ay isang global challenge at nanawagan sa mga bansang protektahan ang cybersecurity sa pamamagitan ng dialogo at kooperasyon. Matatanda ang sinabi ng Philippine Coast Guard na nananatiling secure ang website nito kasunod ng mga ulat ng hakang attempts sa government agencies. Samantala, matagumpay na naisagawa ng Pilipinas ang Maritime Resupply Mission sa unang pagkakataon ngayong taon sa mga sundalo sa BRP Sierra Madre sa Ayungin Shoal sa West Philippine Sea. Ayon sa Armed Forces of the Philippines nitong Biyernes, ani ni Colonel Francel Margareth Padilla, tagapagsalita ng AFP, mission accomplished umano matapos masuspinde ang resupply mission sa pamamagitan ng dagat noong January 20 at January 21, dahil sa technical problem sa isa sa civilian supply boats. Nauna nang sinabi ng isang senior military officer, na nag-airdrop ang militar ng mga supply sa BRP Sierra Madre ship matapos maantala ang resupply sa pamamagitan ng pagdaan sa dagat.
Ma'am, dun sa Rory updates last week, ano pong scenario? May mga Chinese shadowing po ba tayo doon? Ano po yung mga nangyari with our encounter dun sa Chinese Coast Guard around the area?
It's actually like a regular thing that we do, no? So, it's all part of the operations that's been happening, no? So the Armed Forces of the Philippines conducted a successful RORE mission. We were able to fully accomplish the mission that was done to us, and in terms of that, we were able to rotate our personnel and give them their sufficient supplies for morale and welfare.
Yes, ma'am. Where do we attribute that, ma'am? Itong peaceful and successful na RORE last week.
We attribute it to our operational commanders, no? That's why the mission was successful.
Ma'am, last week you said the Philippines had a flawless resupply mission to troops at Ayungin without the interference from Chinese vessels, because usually when we had our RORE missions, there are blockades shadowing. Where do we attribute this no blockade from Chinese ships?
Actually, sir, in terms continuous missions, well, we've been doing this so many times, sir. So, regular siya na kinakonduct ng Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Pero unang pagkakataon po ba na hindi tayo hinarang ng mga Chinese ships sa resupply mission natin sa Ayungin?
There are different scenarios every time, but this is a fully accomplished mission that is done regularly.
Particularly West Philippine issue on RORE.
Yeah, thank you. Western Command and Naval Forces West has been conducting regular rotation of troops and reprovisioning of forces. It's not the first time that there was no interference, no illegal moves by the Maritime Militia, the Coast Guard, or the PLA Navy. So we have had activities in the past, RORE missions, that there was no interference at all.
Mention kanina, 2023, 28 RORE mission. Para ma-provide lang ng context kung first time ba na walang nangyaring blockade o shadowing, ilan dun sa 28 RORE missions noong 2023 yung walang harassment incident from China?
Could I defer that to the Navy, please?
When we speak of a RORE mission, we don't only focus on Ayungin Shoal. We rotate the troops and provide the provisions for them deployed on the 9 features of the Philippines. For the 8 others, gray ships conduct the reprovisioning and rotation of troops. We could do it by air, we could do it by sea. It's a mix of the Coast Guard, the Philippine Navy, the LGU, their ship at Kalayaan Municipality. Of the 28 missions, all were conducted successfully, the parameter of which is the successful delivery of supplies and the rotation of the troops. On the number of incidents that there were illegal actions by the Maritime Militia or the Chinese Coast Guard, I would say that less than half. I'll correct you on that. I'll give you the exact number. The conduct of the RORE mission is subject to many factors. The weather, number one. Number two, the condition of the ships. So if it is not conducted on a particular date, we reschedule it. So we don't count it as unsuccessful. It has just been rescheduled.
And sir, dun po sa last na resupply mission natin, can we just have the specific details? Ano po yung mga bangkang ginamit? Ano po yung mga ships from the PCG na nakasupport? And kailan po siya nangyari?
The last resupply was conducted last week, I think Friday, Saturday. Onaiza May was there. We had the Philippine Coast Guard ship. There was the presence of Chinese Coast Guard, which did not do any illegal actions. There was a monitored maritime militia in the vicinity. I would not like to use the word shadowing. I would like to use the presence of.
Sir, recently may claims on China na nagtaboy sila ng mga public vessels natin within the area of responsibility of operations ba ng Navy during the time na sinasabing naitaboy yan. Kasi we understand magkakasama usually ang mga ibang agencies with the Navy pag nagpapatrol sa West Philippines. Tinaboy daw yung Coast Guard, sir. Meron bang ganon?
Yeah. Again, that is a claim that they gave. From our end, we just conduct our mandate, interagency, Navy, Coast Guard, the Municipality of Kalayaan. So they may say what they want to say, but we just continue our mandate.
No?
When I say intervention or illegal actions, these are the actions that are not expected of a maritime nation or her ships, like Kate across the bow, like water cannons, lasers. These are actions that accordance with international law, UNCLOS and COLREGs.
Sir, of these 28, sir, ilan yung sa Ayungin? Yung 28 RORE.
Yes, all of these are taken in whole. We do not only conduct the RORE in Ayungin. There are 8 other features and we count them as the totality of it.
So yung sabi mo sir na almost at least a half of these 28 parang nagkaroon ng interference. Lahat ba nung kalahati na yon sa Ayungin?
We do not have illegal actions conducted on the RORE missions of the 8 others. All of the illegal actions are done for RORE missions in Ayungin.
Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating defense, abangan lamang ang aking mga bagong video. Para naman sa mga gusto magpa-shoutout, mag-comment lamang po at share, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga video. Maraming salamat po.